All is fair in treasure and escapade. At least this is the mantra held by the Fellowship for Gold and Glory, an organization who makes no secrets about the desire to explore the world and strike it rich from the hidden valuables found within it. You all, for one reason or another, have chosen to cast your lot in with this fellowship, and for the last year or so, you have discovered it is not so terrible an occupation. Assuming one loves travel, exploring, and most of all, treasure, after achieving several successes over the past months together, you all have put a decent sum of gold in your pockets and have built a bit of renown with the guild as well. But something tells each of you everything you've done before will pale in comparison to what has just emerged. By some luck, you all found yourselves upon a ship that's sailing towards the port town of Nillyport, with plans for a few days of relaxation after a busy couple weeks. And without warning, a flying squirrel, go figure, one of the Fellowship's trained messengers, flew in and delivered to you a note from your guild officer. The note speaks of troubles arising within the town of Nillyport, the place where you're going. Troubles the contact believes are due to an abandoned tower off the coast of the port. It is known as the Tower of Maz. For these troubles, they request immediate aid from the Fellowship, thus from you. And since you're already on the way to the port, the note asks all of you to investigate and to bring the conflict in Nillyport to an end as best you can. It promises, or at least guesses, that there must be many lost treasures in the tower if you manage to gain entry into it. You are implored to meet with the person who requested this aid. It is one Forn Skylark. He is a magic user within the city of Nillyport, and you are to meet him at the Siren of Noontide, a pub near the dock in the port town, for further instructions. He is offering you a very generous sum of 5,000 gold pieces to deal with the problems. A sketch of the man's likeness fills the bottom of the footer of the note so that you can have a sense of what he looks like. So note in hand and quest received, your boat finally docks at the seaside town as the sun begins to fall behind the horizon. You smell the ocean. You hear people about, but you also smell fire and ash. As we come into town on the boat that you have procured, we're going to go around and we're going to introduce our characters and what sort of the still frame of them as they look out at the city of Nillyport. So we'll start with Connor.
All right. I am Barry Brushfellow. I am a cleric of Melisande, the goddess of the sun. So I am a halfling, so a short, smaller stature.
Smorgasbord.
Smart.
He's so smart.
And continue.
I am a smaller stature, halfling, male, kind of salt and pepper hair, a little older, wearing white and gold cleric's robes, and adorned banded metal armor across my chest. Along my back, on my traveling pack, I carry a emblazoned shield with one of the sunstones of Melisande embossed on it. And I carry a large hammer tied to my waist.
Awesome. Very cool. All right. Mr. Zach, please introduce your character to us.
Glaurd is Glaurd.
Yes, Glaurd is very Glaurdy.
Glaurd is barbarian, like fight.
And what is Glaurd's heritage?
Human.
Very nice. Glaurd is Glaurd. Good to know. All right, and then we'll go to Hannah.
So I'm playing Phoebe. She is a half-elf druid. She seems to be just coming into adulthood. She has long red hair, and she's pale with freckles. And unlike our cleric, she wears robes and kind of side-eyes the metal that he wears. But that doesn't matter. Basically, she's a better healer than him, in her opinion, and that's it.
Kale.
Howdy. My name is Fenway, and I will find the way.
Yeah.
I describe myself as Fenway being this old-looking guy. I kind of think of Doc from Back to the Future
Yeah.
meets the guy you meet at the dirty carnival, and you're just like, he's been here quite too long, but he's got some stories, and that's how you guys kind of come around. You saw a fair, and you saw this dude, and he just sounds cool, and you just like boom, and you're like, whoa, he just blew some crap up. So yeah.
I'm thinking Old Man McGucket.
Yes.
Like-
yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
But he's got the hair from Doc and the beard. But the coolest thing about him is he's wearing a onesie, and he's got patches of all the places he's been to in the world. And that's all. Like when he goes to a new place, immediately wants a patch. And if he doesn't have one, then he'll just try to. He's got some sewing skills. He thinks he's amazing, but he's terrible at it.
Yeah.
And he just
Me.
puts one on there, and it just looks like a quilted mess. But anyone by a good trained eye will know that guy's got some skills.
So you are a
Oh, I'm a wizard, but very agile and fun.
heritage. You are a.
Half elf.
All right, half
sorry.
elf wizard, half elf
Half-elf.
wizard Finway,
Yeah.
who wants his patches.
Yep. I will find the way.
All right, awesome. That
Half
leaves
elf
us
McGucket.
to Michaela.
Yeah. So my name is Bonadona Bardlebaugh. I am a half-elf bard, and Bonadonna is a little bit materialistic. She's just a material girl. She has her loot on her back, and she has clothes that are a little bit finer, a little bit more refined, and she's not exactly down to earth, but she means well.
Awesome. All right, so you guys will sail into the town of Nillyport. I'm going to drop a map of that into Discord. I have resolved to do Discord for maps, so I'll do a lot of screenshots. So just roll with that. And so you are all entering into the Nillyport harbor. Your ship goes into the harbor. It ropes in, and so Nillyport is built around this harbor. It's got with buildings, stalls, and trade houses spreading out from the docks. You see cogs and cleric ships fill the harbor. None of them are enormous, but they're some of them are respectable size. They probably move a couple hundreds worth of golds, perhaps of goods every day. Maybe not when you find the bigger the galleons in the bigger cities, but it's moderately sized. But the most visually striking part of the city is a 50-foot tall statue in the center that shows a human woman wearing a long captain's coat. She has long hair and has a captain's hat and stares fiercely out towards the sea. In one hand, she has a lantern. In the other hand, she has a short sword in her hand. And the second thing you see is that one of the ships at the far end of the harbor, it's not on fire per se, but it looks like it was recently on fire. It's smoking and smoldering. There is a bit of a crowd gathered around as you pull into the port. The captain of your ship will say, "Land ho, friends! Thank you for riding. Please, a quick exit if you don't mind. I have other routes to be at today."
Thank you, kinda.
I
Thank
have
you.
a name
Oh, I do as well. What is your name?
because
My
you
dear?
said land ho. I'm so sorry.
He is not going to get that.
Phoebe is, whichever one of you is closest to the exit, Phoebe is huddling behind you, like pushing you closer to it, being like, off the boat, right now, off the boat.
I can only move so fast.
You're not moving fast enough. Your little legs need to move faster.
They're small. They're small, and I'm going as fast as I can.
I would have just hop off dramatically with a flip and just be like, I'm ready. Let's do
Weird, spry old man.
it.
Can I roll
Yeah.
a local history?
Oh, you absolutely can.
Because I want to know who this statue is all about.
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
So that would be intelligence, I think.
Yes.
All right, so you have to equal your stat or lower.
Is there an
There's-
assisting in this game or anything? No. I
yes,
give you a high
so
five.
My intelligence is a 9.
All right.
I'm not the brightest, but I'm
Yeah.
working with it.
It
I rolled a 5, so I am
Oh.
below.
Okay, yeah. So you all had planned to come here for some rest and relaxation after a busy work month last month. So you looked ahead at Nillyport, and you know that Nillyport is named after an old pirate captain named Beatrice Bell Nilly, who saved the town 300 years ago, and in the time since, it's become a bit of a well-known port for being fairly safe and a nice place to relax. So this is an old sort of paragon of this area that people respect. And because she saved the town, they built the statue after her.
I used to date a Nelly. It was short.
All right. Well, I assume that my hairy little feet touch dock. And I
Yeah.
am
If you all
off
are
into the
getting off
city
the
being
boat,
pushed by Phoebe.
yeah, you enter into the dock area and find, looking towards the end of the dock, you see a line of shops. See a lot of people. A lot of them are dressed fishermen, legs rolled up, vest. Some of them not having anything underneath. To work in the sun all day, and you smell fish from some of these stalls. But there appears to be an array of shops about. So yeah, it is about 6 in the evening, so the sun is beginning to set.
Knowing Fenway, I would go to anyone up and like, what's the worst touristy thing you got here? And I just want to make sure I see it before I ever go away. Besides that statue, that sounds amazing, but I got to get a patch of that. But what's like? Do you have like the world's largest nut or largest corn cob? Like I got to get that on that real quick. So if I can do that, that'd be amazing.
I'm so sorry.
Smallest spoons in land.
Oh,
You're just approaching some person?
well, like one of the merchants, they look like they're selling stuff. I'd be like, hey, this is what I'm looking for.
Okay. Well, I mean, there are several merchant stalls. You go to one that seems to have an array of potions
Okay.
and
Cool.
apothecary supplies and such. This woman, she is a female human. She will look at you and she'll say, "Well, wait, worst?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, well,
Like, or craziest, or wildest, or biggest, or smallest.
I
I'm in
don't.
for it all.
Every town has their bad patches. I for one, I don't go much to the pub at the end of the city.
Ooh, that sounds awesome. What's the pub's name?
It's called the Den of Jaxus.
Yes.
I would not recommend it.
Okay,
The Siren of Moontown is much better. It's very close. If you
So what tub or pub?
it's
Tub
called the
pub?
Den of Jaxus.
Do they have tubs there?
I've never been.
I like to wash my feet.
But tubs are generally common in this part of the world, so it's a strange question to ask me. Would you like to buy something? I have potions.
Any
and
patches?
No,
Mm.
I'm afraid not.
If you make a patch, I'll put it on my onesie here, and I'll advertise for you.
It's a very interesting choice of clothing you have there. I don't sew. I do potions and apothecary
Okay.
and herbs and such.
Well, if you sell little little trinkets and you can sew it on, I'll do that for you and I'll advertise for you. Okay?
I think the stone hand tools and blades is probably who you're looking for.
Ooh, really?
But they're just over the way.
What's
I
that place
cannot help
called
you.
again, if you don't mind?
Stone hand tools and blades. It's the stall of the
Stonehand.
stone hand.
Stone.
It's the stall of the local smith.
Oh, what about seamstress? That's what I want to talk to.
Well, there is a small spot at the end of the harbor. I think they sell some basic clothing and general supplies. It's just called the Nillyport Market.
Nillyport Market. Awesome. Thank you, man.
You're
Appreciate it.
very, very welcome.
Yeah.
You don't want to buy anything?
You got anything for like cheap?
No, sir.
Like, what's just the cheapest thing you have? Just offline.
Well, I don't know. I have a very nice potion of water breathing here. It's
Oh,
just,
how much?
it's about 250 gold pieces. You have a good day, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Next one up, please.
Mm.
You all will see your old friend stomping back from the apothecary
Hey,
without
y'all.
a patch.
I got
Patchless.
some cool places to go to. There's a bar we shouldn't go to, but I'm tempted to think we need to go there. And then also there's a stone hand thing to go to, Hammersmith.
I'm
then there's a little.
hungry.
Okay, get her some food.
So were we given a location to meet Finn?
To meet Forn Skylark,
Forn.
you were said to meet him at the Siren of Moontide,
Siren of Moontide.
near the
Perfect.
docks.
Yes. Okay. And what is the Siren of Moontide? Is that a pub?
It's a pub.
Pub. Okay.
Yep.
Perfect. So I will tell Phoebe. Oh well, when we get to the Siren of Noontide, we'll be able to get some food for you there when we meet Forn.
Food does
Do you
sound
think
good.
he has? Do you think he has the flying squirrel with him?
I mean, I don't know.
I'd very much
Do you
like
need to send a message?
I mean, I could.
Who do you need to
I
send
would
a
just
message
like to-
to?
I just. It's very interesting, and I'd like to
I mean,
study it.
I have the spell prepared. If I can cast messenger. I assume
your
that takes
spell.
flying squirrel shape.
I don't. Your flying squirrel isn't as good as his.
Oh well, okay.
Oh, oh no!
And then next, I would probably try to find one of the dock hands, somebody that kind of looks like they know what's going on, and I would kind of gesture towards the smoldering ship, and I would ask, "So, did someone have a fire over there?"
Oh my god, bonfire!
So the guy you find is a pretty sturdy, tall guy, and he'll look down. He has like this big crate. Surprised he even lifts it, but he's like easily sets it down. He'll look over at you. Called to fire earlier. They aren't sure why. It just sort of spontaneously. What's the word?
Combustion.
Yes, that is the word.
Oh dear, were they carrying anything flammable?
Well, that would be. I would think
Clearly
that would.
because the ship caught on fire.
Isaac Phrases owns the ship. He generally deals in fish. So
Spontaneous combustion fish.
I've never heard of such fish, but I only live here, so I move the crates.
Well,
You over
you're
there,
not-
your tall friend, he looks like he would be great at moving crates, like me.
Would you
Blood
say
move
he'd
crate.
be great at it?
Ah, yes, that's a good one. I just got that. Yes, big guys move crates. It's true.
excuse you. This is actually Glaurd, and between him and my friend Barry here, I know he doesn't look very much, and I ruffle Barry's hair. They're the world's best detectives, so you stumbled into the right people.
Oh, I love detectives. I never met one, but I always wanted to. Welcome to the town. You're here to. Are you gonna look at the fires? Is that what you're here for?
Ah, well, we were here to meet a contact, but if it was involved.
There's been a lot of bad things happening around the town. Well, a lot. I've heard rumors, strange creatures about this fire. The anchorage, the leaders of the town, they told me to not stack crates by the vent, the grates, where the sewers go in. This guy isn't the
Shit
brightest.
pipes.
Yeah, I like that. Yes, the shit pipes. They told me not to go there. Stack crates there.
Oh no,
Unfortunately.
guys, we just got demonetized.
Yeah. I was on board. I was gonna give them all this money, and then they talked about shit crates, man.
Sorry. Dookie tunnels.
There you go. Dookie down.
Bringing them back in, rolling them back in.
Yeah.
Yes, those. I've not seen any strange things myself, but I hear of.
Y'all city folk in your dookie tunnels. In my day, we just dug a hole and that's about it.
I dig holes.
Yeah, I dig
Yeah.
holes. Yeah. Who we don't want to talk around this because where are we gonna go and do? Because it sounds like money may be involved in this too.
You're the detectives. I don't know. I just stacked the crates. But welcome. My name is Brick, by the way. Hello,
Glaurd.
Brick.
Glaurd.
Brick.
Glaurd.
Brick.
And my axe.
He will pick his crate up and he'll say, "Have a good day.
Oh, yes, good day to you.
Yes. And he will stack the crate, and you will turn to leave. You assume to get another crate to stack.
All right, well, yeah. It sounds like we should go to meet Thorn now.
Awesome.
Excellent. All right, well, I guess I'm going to start going that way. I'll see y'all later.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll start walking towards. Yeah.
Oh, I'd ask someone a friendly. Kind of. Do you care to give me some directions to this? What's the place called again?
We know where we're going.
Oh, we do know.
Yes, we know where
Yeah.
we're going.
How do we know where to go?
We have directions.
We have directions.
We have directions.
Where'd you get directions?
From the note.
What note?
The note from Thorn, the man we're trying to meet.
Thorn.
Sign right there.
Oh.
It's actually like you just go right past the docks, and it's pretty easy to find. There probably would be a sign of some capacity. Siren of New Time this way, or drink this way, or entertainment this way. Something.
I mean, if it's a pub near the dock, we could probably just follow like the conga line of drunken sailors.
Yeah, they are definitely congaing.
Could I begin to start a conga line? That sounds fun.
No.
You. I'll say,
Sorry, my GM kicked in there. No,
Put that down.
I'm too
This is
used to
not
telling
your world.
tales.
No.
Step down.
You know what's funny?
I will move us along to the
Thank
side
you.
of New Tide. So it's,
No,
you find a stone building.
Thank you.
It looks old. It has these two rook towers on its back. The sign shows a mermaid on a rock with like a sun-filled background and ocean with a harp in hand. As the daylight fades, all the more lanterns from the inside begin to glow. As we go in, it's your pretty stereotypical pub, with the exception of there is a big cistern hole almost in the middle. And if you look over into it, it sort of goes down. You see sort of natural rock formations and fish. It seems to be some sort of, I'm not sure, the tunnel, or word like connects to the ocean of some kind.
Water
Vents,
hole?
water vents of some kind, oceanic vent that's sort of it's built on top of.
What kind of crap hole is it?
No,
Oh, no.
Okay.
No.
it smells of ocean, not crap.
Dookie Tunnel.
No
No
Dookie
Dookie
tunnels
tunnels
here.
No.
Is there a stage here?
A what?
A stage?
There is a stage actually, and
Bonadona.
we're gonna. It's technically the middle of the week, so you see you Bonadona. There is another bard here. Go figure. You see a female halfling actually. She is playing a lute and singing a diddly, and she's singing. She's doing pretty good. She's singing about flowers and a maiden on a horse of some kind. Maybe you've heard of it.
Yeah. Everyone has.
Flowers and maiden on a horse. It's a big hit in this world.
I have a question about this hole in the cistern in the middle of the room. If one were to lean over, would one be able to touch the water?
Yeah. It wouldn't. You can see on the side that it probably rises and falls a little bit. You have to reach down a bit. It's not like right there, but you could, if with some effort, you could touch the water. Sure.
I'm abandoning all of you. I'm going for that water hole, and I am reaching over, and I'm trying to like catch one of the fish in my hands. So,
Oh, okay. So
Question. Is
Yeah.
this like I want to pet the fishy, or is this like dinner?
She did say she was hungry.
I know, that's why I'm scared.
I'm. You can't really tell, but I'm laughing like the malaise that had plagued me on the ship is gone. I am excited. I am like playfully splashing the water trying to get this fish.
That doesn't answer the question.
You're gonna have to imply.
No.
So this would, I think fishing is a skill in this game. So are you skilled in fishing?
No.
Okay, so you can
Absolutely not.
make a, I think it would be a wisdom roll, I think.
I'm good at that.
Another concept of this game, by the way, is rulings over rules. So not a lot of things have rules, and we just kind of make a ruling and go with it.
Oh.
I'm gonna, instead of looking it up. We'll just say it's a wisdom roll. It's going to be at a -4 though, so you need to, if you want to try that. You will notice
Absolutely.
that the guy behind the bar begins to walk over towards you as you begin to fish.
I am blind to this man. I'm so excited. I'm seeing fish swimming around. That is an 18.
What is your
Plus,
wisdom score?
My natural wisdom score is also 18, so 2 18s.
Okay, so if it meets it, it succeeds. You do not gracefully catch anything, and what you catch is a pretty small little snapper. It probably
all
isn't the
neat.
fish you were going for, but you pull out this little. It's almost like I don't know, our equivalent in this area, like a bluegill or something. Little tiny fish, and it wiggles in your hands. And this elf will approach you, put his hands behind his back. He's pretty old, and he will look over and he'll say, "Excuse me, what are you
You're
doing?"
excused.
No, I am the owner of this establishment. The fish, though we do sometimes catch for dinner, are generally for observation.
I'll put him back.
Please, if you don't mind.
Oh my god, it's like one fish. Chill.
This is a respectable establishment, which I have spent the last
Could have fooled me.
100 years developing. The rules are the rules. I have fish available for purchase, perhaps, if you would like some fish. But I'll have no nollygagging.
We don't want your filthy fish.
Phoebe will just kind of like lift the fish up a little bit above her, steady it for a moment, and then sigh as she dramatically throws it back into the hole. And just kind of like her whole form sags. You can tell she's back to where she was on that ship.
This elf does not seem to have any empathy for you. He will nod and say, "Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're unhappy with our establishment? You are free to go to the den or whatever in the north."
I heard that one's quite wild and crazy out. I was also told to discourage from going there.
You're in the better place. But please have a seat. Enjoy yourself. Welcome to the Sire of New Tide. If you need anything, I am Elno. I am the owner of
Elno?
this establishment. Yes.
Hell no. Hey, I'm fan. What's up?
I have a business to run. I need to get back to work. But
What
welcome.
would you recommend to eat around here?
Well, I would recommend the fish, as it seems you are all, or one of you is eager for fish. We are a port, by the way.
Oh.
So fish is in abundance.
and
Also,
chips?
oysters.
Can I get an order of fish and chips, please?
Of course, yes.
Is that what y'all people on there say?
Fish and chips is one of my favorites as well. But please have a seat. I will have someone with you shortly. Farewell.
Now, did we get a description of what this guy looks like? We're supposed to meet me around here.
Yes, we have a drawing with his
So,
likeness on
can
it.
I have it?
Like
Well, so
this.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I was
like
going to say,
that.
while all of that interaction is happening, I would probably try to drag Glaurd with me to
Okay.
try to find Forn.
Is Clark going to go along?
Okay, Glaurd accepts.
Zach is
Ma-
nodding, by the way.
Glaurd Master Detective.
That's yeah. You learned that today. You see a man of middle age, pipe in hand. He's like sitting in the back. He has a bunch of mugs around him as he looks and makes notes in a book, and he does appear to match the description, the rough sketch that you saw in the note.
Glaurd is going to take the note and walk over to the gentleman and hold the note like up kind of near his face and look back and forth between the two for a second.
Oh, goodness me. Good morning, or good evening. Sorry, I've been here a while. Can I help you, sir? My goodness, you are large.
Mr. Skylark?
No, me
Oh.
Glaurd.
Oh, yes. Exactly. Yes, sir, I am Mr. Skylark. Is this man with you?
Yes, he is.
Oh, hello.
We're sent from the Fellowship.
The
Hi.
fellowship. Hi. Welcome. He will quickly sort of get all his stuff out of the way. Please have a seat. I wasn't sure when to expect you. You came so quickly.
Yes, we were on a boat headed this way when the squirrel reached us.
Have a seat. Yes, my name is Forn. I am the local historian and what's the word? I shouldn't forget this. Accountant of this area.
Oh my gosh.
I played an accountant in the last game.
Noticing a
I-
pattern.
Yes, I
I think you missed a calling, bro.
probably words. I want to remember
Well,
words. I'm
kind of
not.
just do numbers. You really don't have to focus on.
I'm pretty good. Well, I work for the Anchorage. Or there is sort of the main governing body in the city, though not officially. We have a foreman, although she's officially part of the Anchorage as well. And they inquired me to send for aid, and so I inquired of your fellowship to come and assist us in our little issues here. Well,
Does
so
that
welcome.
have something to do with some of that burned ship we saw about in the back?
Probably so, I'm afraid. The specifics are a little fuzzy still, but I fear that, yes, that might have something to do with it. I heard about that. But welcome to Nillyport. We're known for our fish and our pleasant pubs and environments.
And the world's largest or smallest?
Not that I know of. We have a lighthouse that's quite large. You probably saw it.
Okay.
Probably not the largest in
Cute.
the world, though.
Y'all could brag about it saying it's the world's largest lighthouse. So like halflings or little people, they'd be like, whoa,
Hey,
that little person.
hey,
Is that inappropriate?
I'm a halfling.
Halfling.
He resembles that remark.
He resembles. That's a big word for you. Big word
I'll
for
have
me
you
too.
know things look the same size to me as they do to you.
Really?
Yes,
That's
just from a
awesome.
lower angle.
Okay.
We don't get many halflings in this part of the world, so welcome.
Yes, we are
What's on the
uncommon in
stage
cities.
playing?
Huh?
What's playing on the stage?
Oh, that is another halfling.
Hey,
yeah.
there's
Yes.
two of y'all right
Yes,
there.
We have a bard. She's only been here a couple of days, but she's great, right? She's playing the song.
I lean over to my friend Bonadona, and I'm like, hey, when she's done with her set, you should go up there and perform that song that you've been working on. A Peach Equine Lodge.
Oh my god, I was gonna make the exact same fucking joke.
Where'd you
Pink
get that
Pony
from?
Club.
I don't get it.
Oh,
Pink what?
Pink Pony Club, Kale?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
We'll
Okay.
educate you after.
Is this
recording.
the same thing with the
it's
count?
the bucket and the mop all over
Yes.
again.
Ah.
Oh my
Uh-huh.
gosh. And the 1-3
Yeah.
number.
Anyway, Forn will, as you said, he will gather his things and he'll say, yes, it is my theory as the historian of this era. I don't know everything, but I would guess that some of our troubles really seem to have origins from an island a bit to the west of here.
Oh, so we'd have to go further away on another journey?
Well-
Help y'all out?
That's a
On
hunch.
another boat.
I have no other means to get to the island other than a boat, but it's my opinion, personally, that these weird creatures that are appearing would likely come from this place because of who used to live there.
We used to live there.
Well, there was a magic user. His name was Moz, and he lived here about 50 years ago now. And he was well known in the Guild of Magic Users, as you may know. I see your spell book there. Had a weird reputation here, but apparently grew in some renown as a magic user. He apparently was a specialist in transmutation. I'm not a wizard myself, but I hear it is changing one thing from one thing to another. There's been strange stories about the island people go by. Our fishermen don't generally go out that far, but those that do go from here to the island of Wayland, which is a little bit past that. They generally avoid it, have avoided it for some time. I've heard of treasure hunters going there. They never found anything of value.
Now, is there any rumor of that ship that was on fire that came in? Did it approach that island? Is that why it came the way it did?
It shouldn't have. It was that's owned by one of the Anchorage themselves. He wouldn't have sent his fleet up there. These creatures have been appearing in town, actually. There have been these slimy creatures. There have been these flying, I don't know what they are, feathered creatures.
No corpses or bodies to identify?
No, but the man who manages the sewers.
Hey, sewer. That's what they're called around here. You said, what was that word you used earlier?
Dookie Tunnel.
His name is Gordy Billowalls. He's an old guy. He mans the aqueducts and the sewers down below. He hasn't been seen for some time, and we've seen these creatures emerging from the grates and vents that lead down to the ocean.
So that's like another thing we have to do around here. The Dookie tunnels and this island out in the distance.
I don't know what terms you're using, but it's the sewer. That being said, I have been instructed by the Anchorage to not formally extend this opportunity to you with payment until you prove that you have the qualifications we require. Maz was a powerful wizard in his time. Anything that deals with him we are expecting is going to be dangerous if the worst is possible.
His name was Maz.
His name was Maz, yes.
Could I do an ancient knowledge check on anything I may know about this guy or my many journeys of meeting folk?
Yes. This isn't necessarily ancient knowledge,
Mm.
so it wouldn't give you specifics to
But the type of
him.
magic you're going to be using could be ancient.
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
let's do
So
this.
he tells you Maz originally lived here about 50 years ago. His parents lived here, but he says that they were both executed for being thieves and murderers in their time. So he has a rough
Oh.
upbringing, and that would be maybe relevant to your role.
I got 13.
What is your relevance? What's the I assume that's intelligence.
I got an 18 intelligence,
All right.
which is fun.
You would know specifics of him for ancient history, but transmutation, is anything with transmutation, strange creatures.
Mhm.
You being a magic user is quite odd. It's pretty difficult, and anyone who could do that would probably the fact that he built any sort of renown in the it's called the Guild of Mages that makes sense to you. Like yeah, that's tough to do. Doing any sort of changing of creatures beyond just a polymorph spell, which is a powerful spell in this realm, would be quite impressive.
I relay this to all of the people around me and just seeing the awe and shock of them actually saying, yes, I went to school. What of it?
You are smart.
Yeah, I so
Wait.
smart.
He
SRT.
once swapped an LS engine into
so
a
smart.
Honda.
So how much of this do you explain to us as well? Your
I
part.
explained it all in quite elaborate detail.
So I was mostly like tuning most of this out, and then you start talking about that, and I slam my hands on the table and I lean forward, and I'm like, spells can do that permanently, like forever and ever.
Ever, ever?
It seems that he found a way to do this, yes. But there have been actual attacks from creatures around town. And it is my opinion, if they're coming from the grates and such, that the sewers and aqueducts would be
A good start.
the place to possibly look at. If you can investigate these, perhaps deal with anything that's in those areas, and find my good friend Gordy, hopefully he's all right, that would be sufficient.
Okay, so
We
we
would
don't even have to
officially
go to the
offer you the
island
job.
or anything yet? We just do that?
Well,
Get
you
that reward, sweet.
to officially claim the reward that we're offering. This is what the terms are for us.
And will any lodging be provided while we're doing this task?
Absolutely, yes. I've made
excellent,
arrangements.
excellent.
There is a second pub that's close to where the entrance of the sewers are. It's called the Travelers Inn and Eatery. It's a little bit to the south here.
How many pubs does this town got?
Well, we officially have 3.
Oh, okay. We only told about the 2, but there's a third one now?
It's a smaller establishment. It's more of a. It just has 2 rooms. It's an older couple who stays there. But the entrance to the sewers are behind their home or their little establishment.
So that's
there.
where we'll crash?
Yeah, rooms have been provided. There should be. There's.
So it's like an Airbnb?
I don't know if I've ever heard of that term in this fantasy world before, but
Glaurd turned into it. You've heard of Airbnb, haven't
Jack's
you?
shaking his head.
Too many letters.
Airbnb.
Now, when you say sewer, I don't know if it's like a dialect thing. Like, I don't know if sewer means something a little different around here. Can
Sure.
you maybe elaborate?
Well, I
Because
apologize
I
for.
don't think I don't think we're on the same page. You're wanting us to go into a sewer?
I'm afraid
Glaurd had a good name
so.
for it.
It
Wasn't
seems
that
to be where things are originating from. Yes, I mean we have internal plumbing here. It's great. It's wonderful, but so it has to be managed, and it flows underground when it's done. How do I put this?
So that's icky. And I'm
I've
not
never been down there. Gordy's a bit of a, he never smells great. So,
Oh.
I would set your expectations, but if you get in there and get in quickly, maybe, you don't have to be there.
Could you just kind of whisper the reward into her ear? That may help motivate her.
5,000 gold is what we're offering.
Okay, see, that's a little
heavy-
different.
Yeah, it's double.
It's a lot of gold. Most houses in the city would be less than that.
Is that on your person right now, does that curiosity?
Absolutely not. I've been assured, and the Anchorage are very good for this. So that is our offer.
Awesome.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Hopefully, we can sort through whatever the issue is.
Yes, absolutely. And
Barry, do you want to
should we
get?
need to?
Go ahead. Sorry. Sorry.
Should we need to update you, ask any questions, get a hold of anything, will we find you here?
For the most part, yes. I write and look at old books here. I should say as well, there have been some other happenings around town. If you would like to deal with those as well, they're not a part of our official offer, but I've heard of... There's a house, I think it's to the east, the Ferdinand House. They've had some issues there. The local temple has had some of these flying creatures spotted there, and a good friend at the lighthouse as well.
It's a pause question. So I know that is this going to be like objectively we got a main quest, but we're gonna have like little side things we can do as well.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Because you said originally it was not so many sessions, but I'm like in my head, I'm like, oh. Okay.
I mean, there's everything's a side quest if you work hard enough.
Oh yeah, of
So-
course. I know Barry. Originally, we came here to have a good time, drinking, but I didn't know if we need to get all Barry and serious, or are we gonna get all Bonadona on there?
So, am I
I
that
vote
uptight?
Bonadonna.
No, you're not uptight at all. You're just
Oh, all right.
You're just
well,
awesome and serious, which is nothing wrong with that. But you already got enough. Have a handful with me and Miss who likes to stick her hands in holes. So
They're fish. What do you want me to do?
There were fish. Leave her
Right.
alone.
I didn't did just good. I'm
Oh
just
my
saying
God.
she's active.
Well, listen, I'm not in charge of anyone's hands in anyone's holes, but you all are free to spend the night how you want. I'm not your boss. I'm just part of the.
What time do you want to get up?
Wait.
tomorrow night?
I thought you were the boss.
Yeah, I thought you were the boss too.
I kind of thought you were the boss.
All right, well.
Hold on.
Glaurd is Glaurd.
We can make Glaurd the boss.
Barry will kind of sigh and he'll just kind of shake his head a little bit and go, all right, well,
You have
in
the-
that case,
Yeah, go ahead.
you all are free to spend the night how you want.
Yes.
Don't let me stop you from any carousing. Be sure to make it back to the Traveler's Inn tonight, get a good night's sleep, and
Oh my god, you sound like my dad.
Wait.
we will
wait,
all meet at first light in order to get started on the search.
So, boss,
Yes.
you're the boss. So you're gonna buy us all food and drinks, right? Thanks. That's
That is-
awesome. Let's go drink.
That is incorrect. You
I
are
thought Glaurd handles the money.
It's fine, Phoebe. I'll swish my hair around and pull
listen,
out my
My favorite.
loot and we'll
Listen,
get drinks.
I got us lodging. I did not get us a per diem, okay? You are responsible for your own food.
God, he's such a buzzkill.
How sad.
Anyway,
What's
Mr.
per-
Skylark,
Per D.
Yes.
these
yes.
books you have in front of you, they're quite interesting, and I think at that point, Barry would kind of get into it with Skylark about some of the local history and stuff, and,
Okay.
some of that niche knowledge, and there are books to be had, and
I challenge Glaurd
I don't
to a
think
drinking
he's-
contest.
Oh my
he-
god, I'm leaving.
Barry's not going to be doing the drinking contest part of that. So.
Glaurd, right? Glaurd.
Yeah. So, we can talk about sort of what you think your characters would do with the night before your official work begins the next day. So, is that what you think Barry would be doing?
Yeah, so I mean, I think he'd learn a little bit about the locale, kind of talk to Skylark about any big things that may come up, or any maps, anything like that might.
Side quest. Would be a good thing. Right.
Yeah, it's that we've got the Ferdinand House, local temple, the lighthouse, and the burn ship.
Yeah, burn shit. Also, the island's kind of part
The
of the
island's
thing. Yeah.
the island is post the quest we're at right now.
Yeah. Okay.
And then
Okay.
probably fairly early in the evening, as the sun sets, he would make his way to the Traveler's Inn.
Cool. All right. What would Glaurd do with the night on the town? He's got 100 gold pieces.
I
from
feel
his
like
previous
Glorg's
work.
one of the girls.
Yes.
Glaurd is Glaurd. Someone's challenged Glaurd to drinking contest.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Y'all can. If you want to, you can totally do that. We just roll Constitution checks if you want. So just And it's just going to be a D20, and then whatever your con is, you got to hit that or lower. So you're trying to roll low. Rolling low is good.
14. Constitution is 16.
You hold your drink. How do you do?
Constitution is 15, which is amazing for a wizard. And I rolled a 1 and a bone. Make 11.
Oh, okay. You hold your own as well.
I am in the area. I think I would like to just quietly participate. Like, I'm not like challenging them or anything. I just want to go drink for drink over in the corner without playing their little game.
So you're not playing the game.
I'm not playing the game.
Okay. Do you want to go another round? Yeah, you hold your.
Why do you ask?
I mean, I just didn't know if you were going to do something bardy.
Well, I would like to eventually approach the other bard.
We'll get to what we get to.
Okay.
I will get to you. I just didn't know if you were going to get in, if you were doing anything in with this before I left. What did you guys get?
16.
It meets it.
Meets it.
What'd you get?
The one time I didn't want to roll natural 20.
Oh, damn. Something is in this.
That
Something
fish and
is
chips
in
didn't
this.
agree with me, I'll tell you what.
And I don't know. It just slams into you. And Glaurd, you feel it too. I don't know. You guys got into some high proof on your next round. And you managed to stay up, but you will... You are drunk.
I'm hugging that hole. Just like, there's a tear in my hole, and I'm dying for your
Please keep your holes to yourself. Thank you.
Wrong hole. Wrong hole.
That's a hole right there in the middle of the bar. That's what it's for, I figure, right?
No.
Real
What's
quick.
it for besides fishing?
Yes,
What are you in the area?
Hole for fishies.
I am. I'm here
I'm giving them
to
chunks,
provide
chew
moral
on.
support and cheer on my BFF.
Okay, cool.
Really quickly.
Yeah.
Above table. What were the rolls for drinking that?
Constitution. I was making them make Constitution. So it would be that I had them roll a D20, and they're trying to meet their Constitution score or lower. So you're
Or
trying to roll
lower.
low. So if
Okay,
you roll a
they've
20, it's
taken-
bad.
They've
Yeah.
had 2 drinks.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna catch up real quick and see.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if
I-
you were playing, so that's why I didn't make you roll. But you can totally do
Like,
that.
yeah, no, I
So
would
it'd be 2
I need someone to
contracts.
hold
I
my
just
hair
wanna
back. I was hoping you'd be my...
absolutely not.
Can someone hold my hair back? It's like
I'm
everywhere.
not paid enough.
Phoebe,
That is
can you
not
hold
the
my
vibe
hair?
that Bonadona is putting out.
I'm,
What'd you
I'm-
get? What'd you
I'm
do?
so. Oh no! I'm so busy. I'm so busy.
I rolled well.
What did you roll?
Oh my gosh. Yes, she rolled
a
17.
17.
What's your con score?
15.
No.
You got some of the same cast too. It is not like
You want to join
The
me at the
one
hole?
time I roll well.
yeah.
You join me at the
So
hole?
second edition, the one a somewhat fair complaint. Sometimes you roll high, sometimes you roll low. It depends. So in this situation, you want to roll low. So a natural 1 is like really good in skill checks. All right, Phoebe, your friend has gotten not held her liquor well at all.
Oh my god, they don't water it down here.
It is strong as hell.
That good old
It smells
sailor
bad.
moonshine.
Yeah.
I have never been happier to be the manager.
What are you doing, Phoebe?
I'm staying away from all that. As soon as people start puking, I'm out. I'm gonna like covertly buy some food like from the bar, and like I want to buy some food for me, but I also want to buy something that will like keep overnight. And I'm gonna head back, and I want to like, in a way that's sneaky, I want to like, I've been so mean to our manager all day, and I don't want him to know that I'm nice to him because I'm not nice to him. But I do want to leave him a little like snack, but I don't want him to know I did.
I mean, you can easily do that. I mean, you're just gonna leave him just a snack there at like by his bed.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that would probably have cost you like a gold to buy.
Okay.
Y'all also probably cost at least a gold for your drinks, all 3 of you. So subtract a gold from your totals. Yeah. So
I would also like a sweet treat.
I'm going to subtract a gold because I probably would have gotten dinner at the inn.
Yeah.
Like, once I had gotten there and kind of gotten my stuff settled in.
it's about the rate it would be.
There's no like silver or copper. Everything's just gold.
There is silver and copper. You just
but
started with
those suck.
yeah.
There's Electrum.
You don't get experience points for
No,
those.
there isn't.
That was good.
Do the electrum slide.
All right, yeah. So you find a snack on your bed
Okay.
at night. You have no idea who would have left you a snack, but it's there, and it's quite good.
How late do you leave this snack?
Probably. What time do you guys start? Like, what time did you guys start drinking, and what time did you start puking? Because as soon as you start puking, my nose says absolutely not. I'm out.
I mean, 2 shots in, we're talking like 5 minutes.
It's probably
they were,
like 8:30 or something like that.
No,
at night.
no one may be a
I
pitcher.
know you're an early bird, so I wait until probably 9:45.
Okay, yeah, I'd be asleep by then.
Yeah. Okay.
You,
They're like my
9:39.
hear this?
grandpa.
bird, bird, bird.
You see a tiny, disheveled, very angry halfling man in a sleeping robe open the door and go, "Is the building on fire?"
It would be if I cast a spell right now. But
The building's not on fire, but the dance floor is.
And then dance
Come
floor's
party
on
with
fire.
us.
Come on, bro.
You do realize we have to be up at first light tomorrow.
It says you. Who
Glaurd
put you
not
in
have anything
charge?
to
You
do
all
with
did.
this.
You very vocally.
I'm on one of the beds, but I've got the blanket pulled over my head, and I'm curled up on the bottom part of the bed, and I just toss the blanket over my head. I peek back out, and I'm like, "Shut up!" and I pull the blanket back over it.
I could play Pinky too. Peekaboo.
Eventually, we'll say you guys will drunkily find your way to bed. Glork's doing okay. You two,
Woo!
Bonadona and Finn, not so much.
I at least held your hair while you were throwing up.
Go on
just
and
let you
make
know.
me another.
Don't touch me.
Both of you make a Constitution roll as you rise.
Okay. See, I had a little bit of.
Okay, better.
Yeah.
7.
Yeah, that is better. So roll is better. Yay!
Hey.
Second edition. We're playing your
Yay!
game.
Roll
Yeah.
eight.
So you guys, you all wake up at first light. You don't feel too hungover. Everyone feels pretty good. There's basic breakfast here.
Very early,
You should be.
before
I want
the
to be
sun stone
Yeah.
comes over. Barry will get up and he will face the eastern rising sunstone. And he pulls out this small little hooded lantern and a prism on a small little stand, and he'll set it in front of it, and he'll very patiently light the lantern. And if anybody wakes up at this point, you will see this rainbow flickering in front of the flames light, and you will see Barry is kind of facing this display on the wall here, on the eastern wall, and is kind of making a prayer to Melisande. And I'm going to prepare my spell.
Yeah, prepare those spells.
So who's sharing which rooms?
It's kind of up to y'all. There's 3 rooms.
I'd
Guys
imagine
and
he had a room to
gals.
himself then, and I'd be in McGlorb.
Barry will go where Barry has a bed.
Okay. Are you gonna do any spell preparing at the start of the day?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have
I
to.
mean,
I
I
think
broke-
you have some spells.
I have a few spells.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Um,
Well, what's the difference between how many spells I know versus how many spells I can prepare for the day?
So you have to assign a spell to a spell slot. So if you want to cast a spell more than once, you have to assign it to 2 slots.
What?
Yeah.
I'm
So that is
confused.
how this-
so I
so
can
if-
cast 4 level 1s plus a 1.
So you need to assign spells to each 4 of those spell slots. So
What?
if you want to cast Fireball 3 times, you need to cast Fireball, assign 3 Fireballs and 1 to the last one.
Yeah, so for example, my first level spells yesterday were Cure Light Wounds, Light, and Detect Magic.
Yeah.
So I could have casted Cure Light Wounds twice, but Light or Detect Magic only one time.
Yeah.
I am going to drag the blanket from my bed, open the window, lay down on
Oh my
the
god,
floor.
it's so bright.
It's warm. Shh, it's okay. Go back to bed. And then I'm gonna
Okay.
drag the blanket, cuddle up with the blanket, lay down in the sunlight, and close my eyes and prepare my spells in the most lazy way possible.
You
Lounge
photosynthesize.
spell.
Yes.
Lounge prepare.
Detect snares and pits. Is that just like general traps in
I
this
think
game?
So
Okay.
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Glaurd is going to wake up seeing everybody like preparing their spells, and
Yeah.
Glaurd is going to say, "Glaurd, prepare his spells too," and go downstairs and get a simple breakfast. And then bringing this plate back up, he's going to sit it down on his lap and point at the eggs and go E-G-G. And prepare his spells.
Okay. Just like
And there be a
Before he eats each item, he's going to attempt to spell it.
okay.
Ah.
And that's
Now I
preparing
It
his
took
understand.
y'all way too long.
Now I understand.
BACON.
I thought you
HAM.
were in trying to invent a god of egg. The egg god.
All
lives.
hail egg.
All hail egg.
I feel like
All hail the egg god.
Glaurd spells bacon with a K.
And
Like,
a
not
U.
where you'd expect it.
B-A-K-E-N.
No, BAKUN. Bacon.
Bacon in the sun.
Anyway, the morning passes. You all prepare your spells lazily or very on point, or you spell them. I want Glaurd to make an intelligence check for me. Let's see if you can spell the word bacon, just because I want to see what
Come on,
happens.
Glaurd, you
Also,
can do it.
also, I'm going to give you some experience points because I think that was funny.
Oh, you get experience points just making you laugh?
I give you for whatever.
19 and my wisdom is only 10.
How do you spell bacon, Glaurd?
Or wait, is it wisdom or intelligence?
It would be intelligence.
Well, it's still a 10.
Okay.
Wisdom is an 8, so
Okay.
either way,
Yeah.
BAKUN.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
That is the name.
Bacon with a K.
The channel. Bacon with a K.
And
You
toast
eventually will
toast
all
is TOWST.
toast.
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 You all will eventually reconverge in the morning. Every day, I'm also going to be making other rolls in the background that are important. So some things will be happening as time passes, so be aware of that as well. Okay, good to know.
That's terrifying when you say good to know. That's maybe not good to know.
So, what I would have done too, I stuck my head in the sewage area, kind of get an idea of what spells would probably be not smart to cast down here or would not matter.
I mean, the sewage area is like through a door and down
Oh.
flight of stairs, so it's like it's not visible to you until you like enter
Well,
it.
I think it'd be a good idea when we investigate where he lives first and maybe get some clues before we just head down into the sewers. Are y'all cool with that, or y'all just like, let's just go?
I think Barry might still be like praying at this point. Like I'm still preparing spells.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Okay.
No, you're okay. Like it's just a long list.
It is a long
Bonadona
list.
is going to wait until the very last second to get out of bed.
Glaurd's still
We can
finishing
continue.
breakfast.
I may just not be like super vocal while I'm reading, or like I can live with the spells I have. Let's go. I have spells. I'm fine.
I was just giving
Yeah,
the
I
bed.
can be fine.
So, are we just gonna start from when we're going down in, just jump right into it, or we thought about maybe doing a little side?
How
post?
long has Gordy been missing again?
Good question.
About
Good question.
8 days, a little over a week.
8. Okay, so nobody's seen him.
I mean, do you want to go to Gordy's house? That wasn't a bad idea.
I mean, get a better idea of what we're getting into, because I mean, easiest assumption thinks he's just dead down there, but if there's something to clue that'd be like, hey, this is definitely an area he'd like to hang out. Maybe a map. That'd be nice. You could have something maybe there.
Or maybe journal.
Ooh, journal. That's a big word for both of us too.
Diary.
Diarrhea.
Nope.
Dire. They said.
No, you see, we're not going to the sewer just yet.
Yeah, get your head out of Dookie Tunnel.
Oh.
Hey Barry, I had
All
a
right,
dream
well.
about you last night.
Oh, please don't tell me.
You're wearing this. You had this
Please say that.
really nice dress on.
Glaurd is going to reach over, cover his mouth, and be like, TMI.
You did. You had this
Glaurd
pretty
with
white
the letters
dress on.
today. We love to see it.
Phoebe's like carrying food with her, like as we go.
Eating on the go.
Is it the
Yes.
same food from last night? Would Barry recognize it from his little bedside snack?
Let me roll.
Okay.
Odds or evens?
Evens.
it is.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Barry would look at you and thank you for the meal last night, Phoebe. And all right,
what?
well, I guess let's all
What?
go
No,
to
wait, no,
Gordy's house.
That wasn't me.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
That was me. I'll take credit and I'll wink at her. I got your back.
Why are you
Anyway.
winking at me? It wasn't me.
I
I know
guess,
it wasn't you. Wink. I don't even link. I like say the word.
Are we all ready to go to Gordy's house?
Yay.
No.
Oh,
That's not
I'm
the
sorry.
sewer.
Do you have,
want to go in the sewer
do you have
right
something
now?
more to prepare?
No. I
Oh,
wanna
do you
go
just
back
want to
to
whine
bed.
about it?
Yeah.
You just want to whine about it.
Hey,
All
hey,
right.
hey,
Anyway.
Nice.
All right, yeah. Getting information, I have to say, about Gordy's house is fairly easy. You know, he lives in a small house in the eastern part of the city. That is, the directions you get is somewhat near the Stonehand Smithy. You guys will leave the inn and eatery. You'll pass behind the large statue of Beatrice Bell Nilly and pass several passersby as you go through. As you cross, there's a little bridge past where the statue is. If you on the map, anyway. If you don't look at it, it's fine. There's a bridge there. Let's see. I guess it would be Barry who is leading this march. I guess.
I've imagined Barry to be Rod Glaurd.
No.
No?
Who do you think would be in front?
Me,
I-
actually. I'd just be excited.
It would probably be me or Glaurd, but realistically, probably me.
Bonadonna's still kind of trudging. She hasn't woken
I
up
don't
yet.
know. I don't know how well
Glaurd-
Glaurd does with maps.
Glaurd is holding Bonadonna's hand and just like kind of,
Lord.
come on.
Oh my god.
Why do we have to do this
I
so
love
early?
Well, as you step foot on the bridge, Barry, you notice in front of you there is something. You think it's a puddle at first on the bridge, but then you get closer and it's almost this like mucusy blob.
It's a Grimer.
It's a what?
It is a Grimer. Who's
Oh, it's a Grimer. It is kind of a Grimer.
Okay,
If
cool.
Grimer was like neon green,
Perfect.
it's
Okay,
neon
Could've
green
been-
Grimer.
it should
Shiny
have been a
Grimer.
ditto.
Neon green Grimer appears.
Perfect.
Cease and
Name of this
desist.
episode.
Well, okay, who do we get a cease and desist from first? Zaxby's or Nintendo? 'Cause I think I know the answer.
I know the answer too. Oh, Game Freak coming for us, man. They coming for us.
This is getting pulled so quick.
I did use Splash earlier. It was super effective.
It was.
You see this strange, slimy substance, and up from the bottom of the river, you see a second emerge.
Oh no, two of them.
And they tremor a little bit. You see like little bursts of air bubbles sort of
Oh my god,
appear.
you.
As you're approaching, you'll in the water there'll be this quick sort of burst of water and fire,
Oh.
and before it gets snuffed out by the water, and you see these two slimy, oozy, bubbly things will suddenly sort of rise up in a weird sort of way before they start to quickly slither towards you, and they're definitely hostile towards you. As
All right.
we see the unstable oozes will ooze towards you.
Excellent. We're oozing.
We're oozing. Imagine
Oozing
that.
for bruising. That should be the name of the episode.
Cruising
for bruising.
for an oozing.
Oozing for a bruising.
Oh,
D10?
We declare our actions first.
Oh, yeah.
So you all will see this strange ooze. What will you do? Connor, what will you do?
You know, I'm caught by surprise. I think Barry would pull his hammer and whack it.
Okay,
I mean,
yeah.
there's this weird little thing just chittering away at him.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of, hey!
Glaurd?
I bet he's gonna smack it.
Yeah, Lord Smack.
Phoebe?
give me just a minute to read this. You are more than welcome to go first, Belladonna, while I look at the spell.
I'm gonna pull out my ADnD Tristan slingshot. Can I get just? I imagine this character wouldn't just have a slingshot.
Yeah.
Just to be more traditional. Yeah. So
Okay.
you go out and pull that back pocket, sling shot, and be like,
Sweet.
"Hey, I'm ready for this."
And what are you gonna do?
Bonadonna's not getting anywhere near that thing, so
Okay.
she is going to stay very far back and use her longbow.
All right.
I'm gonna try to cast Dispel Magic on it.
Okay, interesting. Now we roll initiative, so I decide what they're going to do. I rolled a 9, which is bad. So what did you
Level
get?
3.
Okay, so y'all are going first. So if you casting spells, they probably have a spell casting time.
Kale, were you rolling a d10 for initiative? Okay, cool.
I do.
So
pay
what is the
attention.
casting
Just
time
real
of
quick.
the spell magic?
6.
Okay. Glort's is 4. Okay.
6.
Okay, so and then you're
8.
generally going to be last, yeah. We'll get like a general turn order as we do more combat. Spells will obviously change that, but whoever, you all both go at the same time. So
I rolled like poo-poo. 9.
That's good.
No.
let's see.
I'm confused.
THAC0
Low's
is-
good.
THAC0's
Not in
18,
THAC0.
is that right?
THAC0 is 18, yes.
Okay.
So combat, you want to roll high,
Yes.
but skills check, you want to roll low.
Yeah, so
It-
why
they-
are they equal to or less than above your skills? So
And I think like the worst AC you can have in this game is 10.
Yes.
So they would need like the worst AC for me to hit that.
they do, you do not hit.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
What about you, Mr. Glort? You attack with both weapons. So
21 and 5.
So the 21 will definitely hit. The 5 will not. So go in and roll damage, and be sure to add your damage modifier to that as well.
That is a 10.
All right, you, Glort, you will smack this thing, and it will dissipate, but... And it will smoke and bubble before... and boiling before it stops moving and settling back down.
So I roll a d20 modified by the difference between my level and the level or HD of the creatures.
Okay, yeah. So it has... okay.
And I mean, there's more to it, but
So the modifier roll... If the modifier roll is 11 or higher, the dispel check succeeds. Okay, so you need to roll a 13 or higher.
absolutely. Okay, let's. 1 second. I have to find the good dice. Okay, I will.
It's
I
all
believe
right.
in you, die. You got this.
Woo.
16.
You will reach out your hand and it will shake and wobble for a second before it will just ooze. It will not smoke. It'll just revert back to liquid. I need to make a few more rolls. So the combat will be over. And so, yeah, the ooze will end and they will slink off to nothing. And the bridge is clear again.
Huzzah.
Huzzah!
But it's a good thing no one overreacted.
How'd you know that was magic?
We heard about the magic earlier.
So that was transmutation we just saw right there?
It was a magic spell of some kind, yeah. That was dispelled. As we cross the bridge, as we get to Barry's house,
Gordy's
you
house.
will, as you say, what's the line you just said? Good thing
No one
Gordy's
overreacted.
house.
no one reacted. You will hear a scream off in the distance,
Mm.
and party will begin to move towards it, and that's where we'll stop.
All
Right. You can go on, and we'll retroactively add experience points. Everyone gains 280 experience points.
Yay!
Don't forget to.
Did I get extra for being funny? Or
That's calculated in. I added that in, so that when you get experience points, it goes into the pool.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe.
Prescribe.
Smash that like button.
Rush.
Sorry, how much experience
To
did you say?
avoid the
280.
tone.
So I think you should all have 20,000.
280.
Yeah.
I will probably never
The
get
experience
close.
points will ramp up as before, but so this is pretty much a big introduction episode. so.
Yeah.